Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today, we're revealing some coins that could be worth way more than you think. Stick around to find out. New here? Like, subscribe, and let's dive in. We're diving deep into a coin that's captivated the attention of collectors for years, the 1999 US Liberty 1 dime. If you think it's just another dime from the late 90s, think again. This coin is an absolute gem, and it might just be worth far more than you expect. Let's set the scene. 1999 was a significant year in US history, both politically and economically. The country was entering the turn of the millennium, and while many coins were minted in that year, few stand out like the Liberty 1 dime. At first glance, it might look like any other dime, but trust me, there's much more to it than meets the eye. This particular dime was minted in Philadelphia and features the classic design of Lady Liberty, designed by the famous artist Adolph A. Weinman, gracing the obverse. The reverse shows the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing peace, unity, and strength. It's a design that has stood the test of time and is beloved by collectors. But the real magic lies beneath the surface, literally. Let's talk about rarity. The 1999 US Liberty 1 dime isn't extremely rare in terms of the number of coins that were produced, but what makes it so valuable is the condition, the minting errors, and the unique circumstances that surround it. As with many coins, there are subtle features that set the 1999 Liberty dime apart from the rest, and spotting them can make all the difference in its value. One of the key factors in determining the worth of this coin is its condition. Like most coins, the 1999 Liberty dime was widely circulated, meaning most of them show signs of wear, scratches, and other forms of damage from everyday transactions. However, if you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, untouched by time and circulation, you're already on the right track. The closer a coin is to its original, pristine state, the more valuable it becomes. Now, let's talk about the real kicker, the errors. And this is where things get exciting. Some 1999 US Liberty 1 dimes were struck with minting errors, and when these errors occur, the value can skyrocket. For example, there are coins with double strikes, where the coin was accidentally stamped twice. These errors are rare, but they make the coin a one-of-a-kind piece for collectors. There are also off-center strikes, where the design wasn't perfectly aligned on the coin, giving it a unique look. And if that wasn't enough, some of these dimes even have die cracks, lines that run across the coin due to a defect in the die used to strike the coin. These imperfections might seem like flaws to the untrained eye, but in the world of coin collecting, they make these coins even more sought after. The rarer the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. But let's not stop there. What makes this coin even more intriguing is its collector appeal. For coin lovers, the Liberty dime is iconic. It has a rich history, and there's a specific allure to owning a piece of American numismatic history. The 1999 Liberty 1 dime isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of the strength and endurance of the United States, and owning one in excellent condition or with a minting error is a prized possession for any collector. So, after all this talk about its history, rarity, and minting errors, you're probably wondering just how much this little dime could be worth today. Well, let's get straight to it. If you happen to have a 1999 US Liberty 1 dime in perfect, uncirculated condition, or, better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a coin worth an astonishing $45,000. Yes, you heard that right. $45,000 for a single dime. It's incredible to think that something so small could be worth so much, but for those who know what to look for, this coin is a real treasure. So, if you've got a 1999 Liberty dime in your collection, or you happen to stumble upon one, make sure to check it carefully. It could be the key to unlocking a small fortune. Second rare coin, we're about to dive into the world of a coin that might just be sitting in your collection right now, a coin that could be worth far more than you might think. Yes, we're talking about the 2001 US Liberty 1 dime. At first glance, this may seem like just another dime in your pocket, but trust me, this coin is anything but ordinary. For collectors, this particular dime is special in ways that make it stand out from the thousands of others that were minted in the same year. The Liberty One dime, in general, is a beloved piece of American numismatic history, and the 2001 version has its own unique story to tell. Let's start with the basics. The 2001 Liberty One dime features the classic design that has been part of American currency for decades. On the obverse, we see the image of Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy. The reverse shows a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, representing peace, unity, and strength. These timeless symbols are loved by collectors for their beauty and historical significance, but here's where things get interesting. The 2001 Liberty One dime is not as common as you might think. While millions of these coins were produced, it's the rare ones, those with minting errors, that have caught the eye of collectors around the world. If you happen to come across a 2001 Liberty dime with an error, you could be holding something extremely valuable. Let's talk about those minting errors. While most coins are struck with precision, occasionally, something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in an error that makes the coin unique. These errors are incredibly rare, and when they happen, they turn an ordinary coin into a sought-after collectible. One of the most interesting errors found on the 2001 dimes is the off-center strike. This happens when the die that strikes the coin doesn't align properly, resulting in a design that's slightly shifted to one side. While this might seem like a mistake to some, to collectors, it's a rare and valuable find. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. Another type of error that can make the 2001 Liberty One dime more valuable is a double strike. This occurs when a coin is stamped more than once during the minting process, causing the design to overlap in a unique way. Double strikes are highly prized by collectors because they are so rare and give the coin a distinctive appearance, but minting errors aren't the only thing that can make the 2001 Liberty dime valuable. The condition of the coin plays a major role as well. A coin that has been well preserved, free from scratches, discoloration, or any other signs of wear, is always going to be more valuable than one that's seen heavy circulation. Coins that are graded as MS-65 or higher, meaning they're nearly flawless, are the ones that are truly prized by collectors. If you've got a pristine 2001 Liberty dime, you're sitting on a potential goldmine. So, how much could this little dime be worth? If you happen to find a 2001 Liberty One dime with a rare minting error or in excellent condition, you could be holding a coin that is worth an impressive $15,000. Yes, you heard that right, $15,000. That's a lot of money for a single dime, but for collectors who understand the value of rare coins, it's no surprise. Minting errors and coins in top-notch condition are highly coveted, and the 2001 Liberty One dime has become one of the standout pieces in the world of coin collecting. So, what does this mean for you? If you have a collection of coins, now is the perfect time to go through them and check for any 2001 Liberty dimes. If you find one in excellent condition or with an error, you could be holding a small fortune. And if you haven't started collecting yet, now might be the perfect time to begin your journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Third expensive coin, we're talking about the 1980 US Liberty One dime, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors for good reason. Now, when you first take a look at the 1980 Liberty One dime, it may seem like just another dime in the mix. It features the classic design, with Lady Liberty's image on the front, symbolizing freedom and the strength of the United States. On the reverse, you'll see a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, representing peace, unity, and strength. These designs are iconic, and they've stood the test of time, making the Liberty dime a staple in American numismatic history. But here's where things get really interesting. While this coin may look like your typical dime, it's not always that simple. The 1980 Liberty One dime has become a sought-after coin in the world of collecting for a few specific reasons, mainly due to its rarity, condition, and some fascinating minting errors that have cropped up over the years. The first thing that makes the 1980 dime stand out is its rarity. It wasn't a particularly low mintage year for the Liberty dime, but that doesn't mean it's easy to find in exceptional condition today. The 1980 dimes were widely circulated, and over time, many have seen wear and tear from daily transactions. Coins that have been heavily circulated often show scratches, dings, and discoloration, which reduces their value. But here's the kicker: if you happen to find a well-preserved 1980 Liberty dime, you could have something very special on your hands. What truly sets this coin apart, however, is the minting errors that make it even more valuable to collectors. Errors in the minting process are always fascinating to those who collect coins, and the 1980 Liberty dime is no exception. Over the years, certain 1980 dimes were struck with double strikes, where the design was stamped twice, creating a unique overlapping image. This type of error is extremely rare and adds a level of rarity that can significantly increase the coin's value. Another minting error that can be found on some 1980 dimes is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is misaligned during the minting process, causing the design to shift to one side, leaving a portion of the coin blank. It might sound like a flaw, but to collectors, it's a rare feature that can make the coin much more valuable. The more off-center the strike, the more sought after the coin becomes. Some 1980 dimes also have die cracks, which occur when there's a crack in the die used to strike the coin. These cracks leave distinctive lines across the coin, which may seem like imperfections at first glance, but to collectors, they are a mark of rarity. Coins with die cracks are often considered valuable because they're unique and represent a moment in the minting process that can't be replicated. So, you might be wondering, how much could this little dime be worth? Well, if you happen to own a 1980 Liberty 1 dime in excellent, uncirculated condition, or if you find one with a rare minting error, the value could be $30,000. Yes, you heard that right, $30,000. For a single dime. It's hard to believe that something so small could carry such a hefty price tag, but for collectors, this is the reality. The value of a coin is all about its rarity, condition, and the unique features it possesses, and the 1980 Liberty 1 dime checks all the boxes. So, if you have a collection of coins or you happen to stumble upon a 1980 Liberty dime, make sure to examine it carefully. Look for those minting errors, check the condition, and you could be holding a coin that's worth far more than face value. And if you're new to coin collecting, now is the perfect time to start looking for rare finds like this one. Now, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2016 US Liberty 1 dime, a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even in your spare change. At first glance, it might look like any other dime, but let me tell you, this little coin is far more interesting than it seems. So, grab your magnifying glass and get ready to learn about the secrets behind this 2016 Liberty dime and why it could be worth way more than you think. Let's start with the basics. The 2016 Liberty 1 dime features the iconic design that has been part of American currency for decades. On the obverse, we see Lady Liberty, representing the enduring strength and freedom of the United States. The reverse showcases a torch flanked by olive and oak branches, symbolizing peace, unity, and strength. These designs have remained unchanged for years, making the Liberty dime one of the most beloved coins in American history. But here's where things get interesting: the 2016 Liberty 1 dime, despite being minted in large numbers, isn't just your typical dime. While many of these coins were circulated, there are certain factors that make some of them stand out in the world of coin collecting. One of the biggest factors is rarity, but it's not just about how many coins were made. It's about finding the right conditions, the right errors, and the right details that make this coin valuable. Let's talk about condition. As with any coin, the better its condition, the more it's worth. Most of the 2016 Liberty dimes have seen heavy circulation, meaning they're probably worn down with scratches, dings, and discoloration. But if you manage to find one that has been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, free from wear and tear, you're already looking at a coin that could fetch a higher value. Collectors absolutely love finding coins that have been well preserved, as they're much rarer than those that have been circulated for years. But it's not just about condition. Minting errors are what really make the 2016 Liberty 1 dime stand out. Errors during the minting process are a coin collector's dream, and certain 2016 dimes have some rare characteristics that can make them extremely valuable. For instance, there are coins that were struck with off-center designs. This means that the image wasn't perfectly aligned when the coin was struck, causing the design to shift. A dime with a noticeable off-center strike is a rare find and could make your coin worth a lot more than face value. Another common error found on some 2016 dimes is a double strike. This happens when a coin is struck more than once, leading to overlapping designs. Double-struck coins are highly coveted by collectors because they represent a mistake that's unique and can never be replicated. If you find a 2016 dime with a double strike, it could significantly increase the coin's value, as these types of errors are rare and highly sought after in the numismatic community, but it doesn't stop there. Another type of error that can be found on the 2016 Liberty 1 dime is a die crack. This occurs when a crack develops in the die used to strike the coin, leaving a distinctive line across the surface of the coin. While some might see this as a flaw, collectors see it as a rare feature that makes the coin more valuable and unique. A die crack on a 2016 dime could be a key indicator that you found a valuable coin. So, now that you know about the key factors that contribute to the value of the 2016 Liberty 1 dime, condition, minting errors, and rarity, you're probably wondering just how much this little dime could be worth. Well, if you have a 2016 Liberty 1 dime that's in pristine condition or one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a coin worth an impressive $10,000, yes, you heard that right, $10,000. For a single dime. It might be hard to believe that such a small coin could carry such a hefty price tag, but it's all about rarity, condition, and those unique features that make this coin so valuable. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins like the 2016 Liberty 1 dime, and if you're lucky enough to find one in excellent shape or with a rare error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, what does this mean for you? If you've got a collection of coins or just happen to come across a 2016 Liberty dime, make sure to take a closer look. Look for those minting errors, check the condition, and you could find yourself holding a coin that's worth far more than just 10 cents. Last unique coin, we're going to be talking about the 1983 US Liberty 1 dime, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but could actually be worth an incredible amount of money. This little dime has become a hot topic among collectors, and you'll soon see why. Trust me, by the end of this video, you might just have a new appreciation for this 1983 coin, and maybe even a new treasure in your collection. The 1983 Liberty 1 dime might look like just another dime, but there's so much more to it than meets the eye. The coin features the familiar design that has made the Liberty dime one of the most iconic coins in US history. On the front, we have Lady Liberty, symbolizing the strength and freedom of America. On the back, a torch, olive branch, and oak branch represent peace, unity, and strength. It's a timeless design that has endured for decades, but here's the twist: while most of the 1983 dimes were minted and circulated like any other coin, some of them have rare qualities that make them highly sought after in the world of numismatics. These special dimes are prized by collectors, and if you happen to have one, you could be holding onto a small fortune. The first thing that makes the 1983 Liberty 1 dime so intriguing is its rarity. Unlike some of the more common years of dimes, finding a 1983 coin in excellent condition is not as easy as you might think. Most of the coins were used in everyday transactions and have likely been worn down over time. Finding one that has remained in mint condition, free of scratches, discoloration, or damage, is a rare and valuable discovery. The value of a coin increases significantly when it has been well preserved, and that's what makes this particular dime so attractive to collectors. But the real treasure here isn't just in the condition, it's the minting errors that can turn a seemingly regular 1983 Liberty 1 dime into a coin worth a lot of money. Errors in the minting process are a collector's dream, and the 1983 dimes have their share of them. Let's talk about some of the most exciting errors that can make this coin stand out. One of the most valuable errors you might find is an off-center strike. This happens when the die used to stamp the coin doesn't align properly, resulting in a design that's slightly or even dramatically shifted to one side. The more extreme the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. A dime with a significant off-center strike is considered rare and unique, making it a prized find among collectors. Another potential error on the 1983 dimes is the double strike. This occurs when a coin is stamped more than once during the minting process, causing the design to overlap or appear blurry in certain areas. Double strikes are highly sought after by collectors because they're so rare and distinctive. If you come across a 1983 Liberty dime with a double strike, you could be holding a coin that is worth a lot more than you think, and then there's the possibility of die cracks. A die crack happens when there's a crack in the metal die used to strike the coin, leaving a distinctive crack mark across the coin's surface. While some people might view this as a flaw, collectors see it as a rare feature that adds value to the coin. The more noticeable the crack, the more valuable the coin can become, as it's a sign of a unique minting process that can't be replicated. So now you're probably wondering, just how much could a 1983 Liberty 1 dime be worth if you find one with a rare minting error or in great condition? Well, the answer is more exciting than you might think. If you happen to have a pristine 1983 dime or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an incredible $25,000, yes, that's right, $25,000. For a single dime. It may sound unbelievable, but for collectors, this is the reality. Coins with rare features like minting errors or exceptional condition are highly sought after, and the 1983 Liberty 1 dime has become one of those highly coveted treasures. If you've got one of these dimes, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth a small fortune. So, what's the takeaway here? If you've got a stash of coins or you come across a 1983 Liberty 1 dime, be sure to take a closer look. Examine it carefully for any signs of minting errors like an off-center strike, a double strike, or a die crack. If it's in mint condition or has any of these rare features, you could be holding onto something far more valuable than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Who knows what hidden treasures you'll find next in your coin collection.